If you're anything like me, you probably have a high maintenance marriage. That means you probably walked down the aisle with your spouse with the notion that marriage will be easier for you than for others. By now, you have probably figured out that marriage is wonderful. It is, but not easy. Too many marriages are overcommitted and underconnected. There are so many competing priorities that confuse our relationship, including the ideas, including the attentions we give to our kids instead of our spouse. There are days when you come back home, you're so tired because of hectic schedules with kids, work, church, and all outside activities. The result, you won't have the energy to focus on each other. There have been seasons of marriages when it seems conducive to connection, and other seasons when it felt more like a business relationship than an intimate marriage. You and I didn't sign up for marriage to make it turn out more like a business partnership than an intimate connection of love, respect, romance, and spiritual oneness. Far too many couples settle for mediocrity in their marriage when they would have never settled for second best in other areas of their life. I want to encourage you to set a tune of affection, warmth, and encouragement in your relationship that will result in rekindling the romance in your marriage. Will it take some work? You bet it will. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. My hope and prayer is that these words have been saying will bring as much healing and health to your relationship as they have to mine. If there's anything we can do is to make our marriage work. I think that's the most prioritized thing we should do. Again, I'm honored I'm honored that you would take the time to listen carefully to me, to what I'm going to say. Because your courage to make a difference in your relationship may be the most important investment you make in the legacy of your life and family. And so today we're going to be talking making your marriage your top priority. Making your marriage your top priority. You know, God who made marriage, He knew what He was doing. We may not know, but He knew what He was doing. You know, you could describe some relationship as a high maintenance marriage. How? This means you have to constantly work at keeping your relationship healthy. Marriage doesn't come easy for us. Couples who truly want to improve their marriage get excited about the possibility for change. They are willing to make outrageous and courageous decisions to develop a marriage that is far from perfect. But let me tell you one thing, perfect marriage doesn't exist. But one that is filled with more intimacy than they have been experiencing. Did you get that? It is more about the intimacy. There is no perfect marriage. I wish I could offer you a simple method that would magically change your relationship for the better. I can't. I can only say that if you are willing to make your marriage work, if you are willing to make your marriage a top priority and implement some of these principles we are going to be talking about, then you will have a very fulfilling marriage. You will have a very fulfilling marriage. The improvement of your marriage will also make your children more secure. In fact, I have the audacity to say that, humbly, of course, in fact, that unless your marriage is suffering extreme trauma, such as adultery, abuse, addiction, or other major issues, these principles, when applied, can drastically and dramatically change your relationship for the better. In the case of extreme trauma, I urge you to seek a qualified marriage counselor who can help you get you to a point where first and first, this may not seem like turning points resolution for you, but there are 3 decisions that will help you realize that you have to make your marriage a top priority. Yes, you just have to. It's so easy in today's world to develop well-meaning but confused priorities. Some people put money, exercise, football, kids, in-law, shoppings, and almost anything else in front of their marriage and relationship. Nowhere in the Bible are we called to be child-focused marriage. Yet, the moment children start coming into the picture, many marriages dissolve into a child-focused relationship. Obviously, we should never neglect our children, but as we look at what God honors, we should look at what honors God. The following is what makes sense scripturally. God first, marriage second, children and family third, vocation and other issues next. When people put God first in their life, they tend to have their other priorities in the right order as well. Jesus said, it is best in his sermon on Mount Sinai, it says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. As we attempt to place God on the throne of our lives, he will help us keep our priorities straight. As I mentioned, one of the biggest struggles with marriage, today is the tendency to put kids first. We tend to put our kids' needs before those of our spouse.